Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Sarah, this is Nick, and with our two little dogs we're usually travelling around Europe in our 32-year-old camper van.
Over the last few years we've visited over 25 countries, but recently we've had a lot of issues with the van, so we've come to a big decision that it's time to get a new one.
After several weeks of struggling to find anything suitable in the local area, we got an incredible offer. This means we're now backpacking with our dogs 3,000 kilometres to Berlin to collect our new home on wheels.
Let the new chapter begin.
And just like that, we are at our next accommodation. Basically just a 15-20 minute drive. We've decided to stay in the area and book another place in actual Salamanca city because we want to go and see the city. And as it's a cooler day today, we can walk around.
Wasn't it?
Meant to be. Which means we've got a very long drive tomorrow, but let's not think about tomorrow. Let's enjoy today.
This is more like it, isn't it? This is more us.
115.
Stick the people with the dogs right at the end of the corridor.
Yeah.
Literally right at the end.
I think that's what they've done, isn't it? Stick us right at the end.
It's fine.
It's quite quiet by the looks of it, so there shouldn't be any neighbours. Did he say 150? The opposite end.
Come on boys.
Here we go. Ooh, it smells nice.
Probably somewhere.
Ooh, look at this.
It's nice, isn't it? Oh well. Kind of everything.
It's open for a garden view, but you know. So this room is actually really nice. It's definitely, probably, it's the biggest room by far. And look, we've got double sinks, huge bathroom, very, very clean, nice big bath and shower. Even though it's not a garden view, you can actually see the city. So we've got a city view, so we can see how far we've got to walk. And first room that's got a proper desk that we haven't had in any of the rooms, which means we can proper get some work done on our laptops. It's a bit awkward when you're just sort of perched on the bed doing that. So all in all, very nice, good. Yeah. And for 49 euros, it's the cheapest room as well. And it's got a swimming pool and gardens. Excuse you, Charlie. So yeah, for 49 euros, including the doggies, very good.
Winner, winner.
Just having a little coffee in this lovely little garden area. Really nice, this hotel. We really like it anyway.
Best one. Typical that you picked it.
Yeah, I picked this one. Typical, cheapest and the best, you know.
The dogs are allowed in this area, but they can't wee or poo. And they've got to remain on leads. So come on, dudes, come on. The menu here is very reasonable. 3 courses.
Today is apparently a festival, a holiday. We didn't know that, today and tomorrow. So which means the menu's a little bit more expensive, but it's still a really good price. And you get to eat it in that lovely tent just over there.
Really nice little hotel. Sarah definitely wins. Got a lovely garden area. Perfect for weddings actually. You've got that little area where we had coffees and that tent for... I can't believe you can actually just eat in there. I thought it was literally a wedding was coming later today or something. It's really nice, isn't it?
It's very nice, and obviously there's a pool. It's not a massive pool, but it's plenty big enough. And the hotel's really quiet actually, so we've got the whole pool to ourselves if we want to go in for a dip.
It's nice if we have time.
Yeah.
While I've been sorting out the vlog, Sarah's been shopping.
So another reason why this hotel is the best so far, because there's a supermarket right next door. Like literally next door there's an Aldi, which is perfect. Because obviously, you know, we are eating out a little bit, but we can't afford to, or we don't want to eat every meal out because that's gonna just cost a fortune traveling every day like this and spending all your money in restaurants. So yeah, we've got snacks, but we're very limited because we've literally got like 2 teaspoons with us.
Got a knife.
Oh, and Nick's got like
my
his
favourite little
action
Christmas
knife
present.
That's really good. So I've just done all the cucumber with that. So you're very limited. We can't cook anything. There's no like tea or coffee making facilities. There's no hot water. So there's no like, you know, adding hot water to things. So it's just generally salads and things like tin sardine, gazpacho,
Good saying some hotels provided little glasses, so we've got some quality
that's
cups.
alright, so it's okay. We've got some nice hummus and yeah.
Go on, show me a good idea, darling.
Oh yeah, so we find it really difficult to live without things like, you know, olives, and we can get olives, and olive oil. So it's
because it makes a mess when you've just got to eat with your hands out of that bag, and you haven't got a plate.
Is it alright to demonstrate on you?
Yeah, go on. Get yourself a mouthful of salad.
And then you've got her open.
Someone up the wall there, but works perfectly. No waste.
Perfect little travel companion, that one, just like a deodorant. We do love our extra virgin olive oil.
We all ready for Salamanca?
Yeah, it's got a little bit late in the day, but at least it'll be cooler now, and we are heading out for a bit of sightseeing. It's your fault getting them all excited.
Haven't got off to a very good start, have we? Poo in the hand. Dogs.
Poo in the hand. This other hand is like, look, it's like a handcuff. I can't.
The mugger came, now we'll just be off.
Babies, you have to do this to mummy.
Well done, boy. Oh, darling. Stop playing games, don't throw it again.
Anyway, guys.
Childish.
Anyway, it's about half an hour walk from the hotel, we believe.
Watch out, darling. I'm joking.
To the historic centre, less than half an hour. In fact, half an hour would be like the furthest point.
So that's the famous Cathedral of Salamanca. I believe there's a new and an old cathedral right next to each other, or even joined, and there's a famous Roman bridge to walk across. So we're going to wander down alongside the river to go and find that little bridge, and then go into the old town. I
don't know if you can see just behind me here, this is like such a good park up in the city. So we're probably going to come back here with the van if we like it. I'm sure we are going to like it. You can park here free day and night, and it's literally across the bridge. You're in the old town. I mean, that's amazing, isn't it?
How good is that?
It's on Park for Night, I just checked. Brilliant, 10 out of 10.
So yeah, the hotel, as we said before, is about half an hour walk into the furthest point of the old town. This little Park for Night, even better. 5 minutes walk into the old town, not even. And not being funny that we've both been saying on this trip how we're missing the van. Missing Vinny, or missing any van that we couldn't do travelling in hotel rooms, just because we said about the coffees and the meals out and all that. Also, now I'm thinking I'm missing a bike, a form of transport, because you just have to walk everywhere, don't you? Especially when you come to a city. You come to a city and it's miles to get anywhere, so having a form of transport, wheels, scooters or something, you just cover it so much quicker. There's an incredible bike track, cycle track alongside the river there. Yeah, bikes are, for visiting cities, bikes are what you want really, isn't it? I think anyway. Anyway, today we're walking with the babies, so it's all good. Come on babies! Yeah! Yeah, go on.
So folks, what an entrance to the city. This is the Roman Bridge of Salamanca, centuries old, built in 1677. It's 176 metres long and 3.7 wide. I think I've got that right. And it is pretty impressive. What do you think, love?
It looks stunning with this river, and all alongside the river is this lush vegetation compared with what we've driven past through central Spain, which is all very dry, but because it's next to the river there's so many varieties of trees, the birds are flying around, you've got the river, the bridge, and then the cathedral in the background. It's one of the iconic views of Salamanca. Nice, isn't it?
Very nice. So guys, we made it to the cathedral, and when I say the cathedral, you get double bubble because there's actually two cathedrals joined together here in Salamanca. So this is part of the cathedral here. Don't know if it's part of the new cathedral or the old cathedral.
We're thinking this is a new cathedral. The old cathedral was obviously built first, and I think it was built between the 12th and the 14th century in the Gothic style. And then the new cathedral started construction in the 16th century and was finished sometime in the 18th. And so it's a blend of like Gothic and Baroque and Romanesque. And I think the new cathedral helps support the structure of the old cathedral because it's kind of lent on it.
Yeah,
so
it's kind of in the middle, isn't it, the old one?
Yeah, they slowly blended as the times passed, and the architectural styles changed. It was kind of a blend, a merge of the two.
But it's very, very impressive. This front that was stood outside here is like one of those things that you just have to stare at for quite a while, you know, get close to it and stare at it because the detail is absolutely immense. So this part would probably be the Cathedral of Salamanca, and then the old cathedral is the Cathedral.
There's Catedral Viejo and Catedral Nueva.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, new and old cathedral, isn't it?
That's what we said in the first place.
Salamanca looks like a really nice city to walk around. Lots of old buildings, pedestrianised main streets, loads of restaurants. Cathedral is incredible. We're searching for Plaza Mejor.
Yeah, which is the famous big square, and they've got one similar in Barcelona.
Yeah, we've been to. But beautiful city, isn't it?
Beautiful city.
The thing is with cities though, they're always big, and we always end up arguing. Trying to find somewhere to eat, trying to find where to go, trying not to take too much footage.
And trying to control the doggies, because that's what's going on.
But as cities go, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We are enjoying ourselves, we're not arguing.
Which way are we going? That way or that way?
I think it's continue this way.
I think it's that way.
What?
You're joking. Now the lady just said recommend her business, I believe.
I haven't tried them
yet, but
so you
Daddy had us on the square. So we picked out 3 of the finest empanadas. We got mushroom and truffle. Vegan, which is like tomato, pepper, aubergine, and tuna, and something else.
Famous, I'm trying to hide from the really bright light. Famous empanadas of Salamanca.
Nice, really nice pastry as well.
Don't you think it's like the best empanada you've ever had? It's pretty nice.
Look at that.
I thought it was wedges. I was like, should we get some wedges? Pork scratchings, so the dogs love them.
Oh my
but
God.
It's too many, isn't it, for the doggies? It's a really nice time of day now. Everyone's sort of chilled out, you know, it's like early evening and there's lots going on.
I think we found Plaza Mejor.
Alrighty guys, this is the Plaza Mejor, and it is one of the most impressive plazas in the whole of Spain, and you can see why. It was built between 1729 and completed in 1755 and was originally used for bullfighting actually until the 19th century. It's pretty incredible, and obviously it's a meeting place. People come here to meet. It's surrounded all the way around by restaurants and bars, and there's a pharmacy there, but generally for meeting your friends and having a drink and some food.
It's finished off in the Spanish Baroque style, and it's known as the heart of Salamanca.
Yeah.
And yet it is regarded as one of the prettiest plazas in the whole of Spain. And you can see why it's very similar to the Barcelona one, isn't it?
It's very, very impressive.
From what we remember, we haven't been to Barcelona for a while, but it's pretty cool.
Are you sure there's one in Barcelona? I know there's one of these somewhere that we've been to.
We've been there as a very, very drunk trip when we were younger.
Oh, really?
It rained every day. We went for 5 days. We didn't go to Goldie's Garden. It rained every single day.
That's why my memory's a little bit fuzzy about it. Because I remember coming to somewhere like this. I think was it Barcelona? Yeah, we weren't very drunk. But we did have a few drinks, and it did rain a lot.
I remember they served popcorn with beers in Barcelona, which I thought was quite random.
You always go on about that.
I always go on about
that. Can we have some popcorn?
It's my excuse to have popcorn and beers. Anyway, yeah, so this is the heart of Salamanca.
Out of all of the places Dizzy could have dropped one, he decided to sit right in the centre of the Plaza Mahor, surrounded by hundreds of people.
Smelly one as well.
It's getting a little bit late in the day, and we haven't really even scratched the surface of Salamanca, but at least we've seen a little bit, and that's where we're going to leave it for today, unfortunately.
Sadly, yeah. We just ran out of time. We're kind of just, you know, heading up to Germany to pick up the van. We actually work in the hotel room. It's not all fun and games, and a couple of hours is not long enough.
It's not enough, and I actually really want to see more. I'd love to come back tomorrow, but we've got that big drive tomorrow to get to the border. We have to give the hire car back tomorrow. That's the end of the hire car. But as we said, there is that brilliant park for night right in the centre, so we can just come back with the van on our way back down, which is awesome.
So much to see in Spain, so many epic cities, old cities with so many beautiful buildings.
Yeah.
So little time.
Yes, and this is another one ticked off the list that we will definitely be coming back to.
Half ticked,
yeah. So for the first time ever in the Explorer's history of all histories, we have
brought a collapsible bowl. Can you believe it? Instead of struggling with our palms.
Oh yeah!
Look at that, drinking like lords.
I still think it's cuter when we feed them from our hands. Anyone think they're thirsty? Good morning everyone, and today we have got a busy day because we've got a 5 hours drive to do, because we decided to stay an extra night in this area, if you like, and visit the city. We've now got a very long drive to the border. But first, coffee. There you go, my lord.
Thank you. You alright if I grab that? Definitely needed today.
And the babies are very, very tired today after the city last night. A little dizzy. They couldn't even be bothered to get out of bed for their morning walk today. Hey Charlie, another day of travelling.
Excuse me, before you show them all the mess, the trash room, we don't normally roll like this. We're normally very tidy people, at least I am anyway. But we're in a frantic rush to go out and see the city last night, so we just, you know, got all our clothes out and camera gear and stuff, and just went out. And then when we got back, we were quite tired, got some food from the supermarket to have in the room, and had to get on with a load of editing, so it didn't end up tidying up. So yeah, don't judge us, don't judge us.
I went to go to use the pool this morning, hence the reason bikini, but unfortunately they're not opening until, I don't know, about 11, so perhaps we'll get a chance to quickly use the pool before we leave, or, you know, maybe not. Anyways, I think we better get this room sorted. So Nick had a quick dip before we went to the city yesterday. I didn't get a chance to use the pool, so I'm gonna have a quick swim.
So that is the room pretty much sorted and we're ready to go. Sarah's just using the pool one last time before we leave. And I just want to take a moment to thank Allphone, their latest and greatest indestructible phone, which is the Armour 21. Now, you probably never heard of them. We hadn't until they contacted us. They're not one of the big brands, a little bit dubious at first, but this phone seriously performs. Waterproof, dustproof, shockproof, drop-proof, 64 megapixel front camera. It's got a night vision camera, 24 megapixel. It's got a huge battery. Literally, this would last like the old Nokia's did, like 3 weeks if left on standby. I have been using it. It's really quick to use, really responsive. The screen's great. It has got accessories that you can add on to it, like this extra layer of armor you can clip on. I mean, this phone is a beast. It's the ultimate travel companion. It's got everything you need. And one of my favorite features, it doubles up as a Bluetooth speaker. Check this out. It's got an incredible speaker on it and the infinite halo. So you've got a whole disco in the palm of your hand. So if you're interested in checking this out, it's the Armour 21. We'll leave all the information and links in the description box. It's pretty much indestructible, fantastic bit of kit, brilliant price. Thank you for sponsoring this video.
It's actually a really lovely temperature this morning. It's just a shame we don't have more time. Every place we've stayed, it's like, oh, would have been nice to have like 2 nights in each place so we could just sort of relax and enjoy ourselves a bit more. It's a little bit rushed. Whew, gosh, rush, 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 guys. Oh, we need a van.
Come on, boys.
So yes, as we said before, long drive today. We wanted to leave at 10:30. It's now 11:10, so half an hour late, 40 minutes late. We'll have to try and make up some time on the journey. It'll be all right. Sit down, babies.
We're coming in.
We're coming in.
Here we go then. Real quick stop off to get some drone shots for the vlog. Hopefully I've got some decent ones. Always dubious about flying near a city. Luckily it's a holiday, so there's not many people around, so just flying over the river. Didn't have time to do it last night. We never have time. Why do we never have time?
Rush, 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 rush. It's all good, but it does feel very rushed, this little trip. Not gonna lie, and it is a bit sort of difficult when it does feel so rushed. So now it's a
6-hour drive? Yes,
5,
love
come on,
driving.
5.
Love driving.
5.5.
Forgot the congas. The perfect beverage to wash down a romantic picnic.
Of cucumber.
It's just cracking me up, this is. Just cracking me up, eating a whole cucumber like that.
We can't be bothered to find the knife. It's somewhere in the van and we just want to stop really, really quickly. Finish up our snacks and get back on the road. Look, this is the broccolimoli. We've never heard of it before. It's almost finished. We've stopped. We're about halfway, or just over halfway. We didn't film the journey because it's kind of difficult to film in a little car. It's so much different from the van when you've got like a big window to, you know, film out of. And there wasn't much happening. It's just on motorways. But yeah, really good. Made up really good time. Dogs were fine. You know, 2.5 hours down, about 2.5 to go. So yeah, we're just stopped in a little service station, sat here in the dirt, finishing off what food we've got, bits and bobs before we get back on the road. Do you want some cucumber, darling?
Ah, yes, please. It's just so weird, a little bit embarrassing to be honest. Didn't film the meal, if you can call it a meal, because we were just eating a bag of salad with our fingers and biting chunks out of this.
Excuse me, I do have a spoon this time, and we've got some of that lovely olive oil spray on it, so, you know.
I think a fork would have been better. Should have brought a fork, shouldn't we?
You guys are thinking...
Spoons take up less space.
You guys are probably thinking, for goodness sake guys, just go and buy a meal in the service station. But the thing is, it's not that easy. We've got the doggies, you have to go inside here, and we haven't got much time, so...
Well, we bought this, we went to the supermarket and then left it in the mini bar in the hotel.
In the mini fridge?
In the mini fridge, sorry, the mini bar. And we just don't like waste, couldn't throw it away. Couldn't manage it last night. For some reason we were really full, we didn't have much of an appetite. So yeah, so it made for a romantic picnic. Oh, look at that.
We've still got half a melon yet.
Posh, aren't we?
We
melon
can just eat that straight.
And just like that, everything turns green, it starts raining, and you're like, we're in northern Spain. Such a different contrast from the south, and obviously just driving through as well. It's so lush and green up here all year, isn't it? And it's the first time we've seen rain for quite a while.
It's funny though, because we've been driving all the way through Spain. It's quite flat, quite dry, quite yellow. And then you get to the last half an hour of the journey, you see some mountains in the distance, and you come through this little canyon, through a tunnel, and then it's green and grey and overcast, completely different.
So we've got about just under an hour to go. We are a bit tight with the time. We have to get the car dropped off before 6 p.m. It's saying that we're going to arrive at 5:20, but we also have to give the car a quick wash and vacuum and hope there's no hold-ups, but hopefully we should get it all done and get it dropped off at 6, because I think if we don't, we might get charged an extra day, and we don't want that to happen. But I actually think that the hire place is going to be closed today, because today is a holiday in the whole of Spain, a national holiday. And even though they said the office when we picked up the car was going to be open, I don't think it is, because nothing opens in Spain on holidays and generally weekends.
Barely opens in the summer.
Or, you know, so I'm just thinking, I think we're just going to have to post the key into the little, you know, drop-off key thing, and we're panicking for nothing, but still we want to try and get there in good time, you know, just in case. We had a bit of a longer break for our
romantic picnic.
It took us longer to eat that whole cucumber than we thought.